The video you're going to see today is me working on a little mini bike project that I bought a few weeks ago, and I need to upgrade the clutch and everything on it, and there are some problems. I ended up stripping the bolt that holds the main drive clutch onto the engine shaft, so I'm going to have to buy a longer bolt and drill that hole deeper and rethread it. But you'll see my problems with some other things going on here on that mini bike. We're at the lake now, so I'm in front of the lake barn, but we'll have some fun with that, and just wanted to keep you updated on that. Well, while that Bondo is hardening on the van, waiting for a sand down, I got another little project over here. Bob bought a new toy for going trail riding and hunting and such. It's, I believe this is called a Warrior, a Baja Warrior adult mini bike. It has 19-inch diameter knobby tires, 6.5 horsepower engine, Predator engine. It actually has a torque converter on it and about a 5-to-1 gear reduction chain on it. It has a carburetor, air cleaner, and jet upgrade for more power. It had a fake gas tank on it, which I took off for now. I think I'm going to try to actually weld the bottom in that and turn it into a real gas tank. But what I got is I got a new torque converter belt and drive pinion gear for it. In 9-tooth, going from a 10-tooth. So I'm hoping that that will actually give it 10% more torque, which it should, theoretically. So let's see what we got here. We got to uncover the torque converter. This is 8mm. Now there should be an 8mm bolt like this, two of them on the bottom. The one in the back wouldn't fit because this was an upgrade to this machine and couldn't get the bolt in with the frame. But the previous owner did find a Phillips head screw that fits in the front hole, and it seems to be working just dandy. So before I pull the top out of that, I'm gonna find that Phillips head. There it is. Well, I gotta get down and dirty here. There we go. Just a Phillips head machine screw to replace that bolt, but it seems to work fine. It'll be fine. Ha ha ha. Sorry, don't mean to steal that, guys. I just think it's funny. Okay, well, there's the worn out belt. It is quite a bit narrower than the new one. I haven't taken this one off yet to see how much narrower. There's the old belt. And oh yeah, it's almost an 1/8 inch narrower, which means I'm going to lose a lot of gear reduction and ratio with the bad belt. So the new belt has to go on. This edge is actually angled in a little bit. The back is flat. The clutches are flat on the back, but the front is angled, so they have to go on in a specific direction. I have to take this nut off to get my sprocket off, and I may have to take the chain apart. Big enough. Let me pause and see if I can find the socket for that. Yep, I still had the socket right on my ratchet from pulling this off earlier, and let's see, it's going to want to come this way, so I need to put my wrench in there like so, because she's going to want to climb forward. Always good to have leverage. I'm going to put this nut where I'll put everything right in the cover. That slides right off. There's a nice key in here, and I believe I'm going to have to take the master link out. gotta find it. Oh yeah, and there it is right there. And that's fine too. Needle nose pliers is all I need. Should have. Good to be right here by the big toolbox. Alright, now I've seen guys do this different ways. Just like that is how I do it. So that master link comes out just like that. And don't want to lose the parts. Now that washer stays on. Make sure my new gear will fit on the shaft. And what I'm going to do is this key weighs, oh yeah, it's not quite as beefy as the 10 tooth because it has to be slightly smaller in size, but it fits perfectly. My keyway was a little long. I'm going to go to the grinder and just grind that off quick. I'll be right back. Alright, I got that key ground down. Now you can see in this assembly that the key goes in there. It actually goes through that washer to the back bearing. And I gotta get that chain on before I do anything else. Which it should be a little shorter, so all I'm gonna have to do is tighten it up a little bit. And the adjustment's all in the back, so that'll be really easy. I'm gonna scooch this forward a bit, make it easy. Yeah, how easier. That guy rolls right around, duh. Okay. Let's get this guy, get this show on the road. Okay, so you put your master link in there like so. Put that in there like so. Now I saw a guy do this upgrade, and it made a great improvement in takeoff torque, but it didn't seem to reduce his top end all that much, because I'm thinking maybe the engine is running at higher speed that way. And I want to put this on this way, because this being on the bottom. Now you just slide that little locking thing, spring steel thing you do for your master link back on like so. But you gotta keep the front of it going into the recess on that front pin all at the same time. And there she went. Perfect. Bingo. Now all I gotta do is tighten these bolts up, and that's all 10mm. Bolts. So we need to loosen these guys. And this, you're gonna think this is gonna take a lot, but it's not. You'll see that tighten right up. It's only gonna move not even a 1/4 inch, I don't think. I know why. I gotta loosen the okay. I gotta loosen that monster a little bit. Luckily I have a beautiful set of wrenches right here. I have to loosen the axle just a little bit. A couple turns. Now this will be a whole lot easier. I got to do both sides tonight. There's marks on the mounting plate to guide you on that. I don't want this super tight anyway. You don't want it to come off.
But you don't want to. You could also loosen the engine bolts and move that forward a little bit, but I'm going to be changing the engine plate pretty soon anyway. She's getting there anyway. I'm doing the same thing on this side. You don't need to see. I'm just moving that, locking that forward so I can jack the axle backwards a little bit. And this just keeps your wheel alignment good too. I have to move that other side forward a little bit. That's almost too tight. I'm gonna back this off a couple turns. Lock this guy down. Just in front of that. Look good. Tighten these lock nuts back up. Works for me. Tighten the axle back up. That's the baby that does all the work anyway. I gotta be pushing down on this to get her tight. Alright, no sense of breaking the bolts off here. Alright, now, I don't know if I can put this guy in there, get him on this way. Perfect. I don't know. I was originally able to do it like this. I think I can do it that way. I'm going to lift up on that rear tire and lock that right in there. Yeah, get up there. Shoot. Well, I'm going to try backing this on. By sitting on it. And then just going right around like that. There we go. That's the way you do it. Now see how nicely that rides way up high in there? That's going to give me great low end torque. So, time to put this dog back on. I don't really like that because it doesn't get into the nylock that well. If I leave that off, it'll get into the nylock better, and I don't think that makes any difference. That nylock is nice because it don't let her pop off on you. Because this time I'm going to be going in reverse. So I'm going to have to put that guy right against my leg. Darn, I mean. Hey Mo, give me them pliers. Woo! Alright. looks like that's at a cockeyed angle to me. Why is that? Alright, it looks like we got more work to do on this. Let me figure this out. So I went to put this together, and the rear clutch disc was like way out of alignment with the front one. And so you can't run the belt cockeyed. Well, I got looking at this. This is the old sprocket. It's 5/8, and this is the new sprocket, and it's somewhere near 3/4, and so it doesn't let the clutch go in as far as it should. Got to take this to the machinist and get it brought down to 5/8. So for right now, I'm just going to put this back the way it was, and we'll just have to have fun with it that way. So until I get that fixed, this is on hold.